You already want to leave. Your brain is already craving more, for more stimulation, for more to happen. I've learned to catch myself in that moment, to choose not to give in, to slow down, to do something boring, like reading. Some of you may have fallen off of your horses after hearing me call reading books boring, but in this modern day, that's what it's been labelled, as more and more of what we do every day has made it so we use less and less of our brains, so that we can eventually join the ranks of the zombie army. Sorry, I got a bit caught up in fantastical thinking there, but that does sound like a fun beginning to the premise of a new sci-fi book. I would definitely read that. Back to talking about books. I myself am a culprit of calling books boring. Mind you, this was a while ago, and was also before I'd been officially diagnosed with ADHD, or even know what ADHD even stood for. I would find it near impossible to read even a page without getting distracted, or having no clue what I just read. Ending with me having to read the same page over and over again for me to actually progress to the next one, without thinking, hold on, who's this new character? And where did all these new words and places get introduced? And wait a minute, this isn't even the same book I was reading 2 minutes ago. Now you may think that last one was a bit far-fetched, but that has actually happened before. It's not fun. So through the decomposition of our brains from the overuse of screens and social media and endless doom scrolling, we've begun to fear being bored, as if it were the actual plague. I believe it's all been a ruse to give us thalassophobia, if that's how you say that, which is the irrational fear of being idle, bored, or having nothing to do, which can result in restlessness, anxiety, or compulsive behaviours. Basically, we then end up doom scrolling in an attempt to stimulate us and push everything else to the sidelines, like how you push your vegetables to the side of the plate and then eat the best bits instead. I've recently travelled to the Lake District, as you can possibly tell from the footage, and it's there that I started to remember how much those quiet moments mattered. When all the noise has ceased, and all you have is the world and its bountiful nature, a book in your hand and your own thoughts, free from the constant barrage of overthinking, self-doubt, and comparing your life to everyone else's on the internet. We have the privilege in this age of technology to see what every single person is up to, even what their nan has been up to. And it's almost too much information. Correction, it is too much information. Yet for some reason, our brains crave it. We want to know, and it almost feels like we need to know, though we really don't. The destination of all of this is that we've stopped living. Instead, we live vicariously through the people we see online. Our journey stops so that we can watch theirs. And I know, it sounds like I'm falling off the dragon here. I definitely am. But at the same time, it has to be said, less is more. That saying is more important today than ever. There's a reason the description for this channel is just keep it simple. It's a reminder to take life step by step and not overcomplicate it, because when I do, everything begins to crumble like an old battle-worn castle that survived way too many wars than it should have. I put too much pressure on myself, and I tell myself I'm never doing enough because I watch and consume all this YouTube content and make myself believe that what I'm doing is never enough, that these other YouTubers are better and they put in more effort than me, and so they get the success which I so desire. But that path, it only ends in a rotten, empty feeling inside. Create more than you consume. It's a good piece of advice, I'll admit. And yet, sometimes creating too much can end with us drying up the lake, and then it'll take however long it takes to fill back up that lake. Bloody hell, that's a tongue twister. In my very trusted opinion, we need to consume less, but then make sure the majority of what we consume slows things down rather than speeds it up, aka social media and YouTube, etc. That is where the holy grail of reading comes in. It seems that finally our generation and the next are trying to recover what we've lost. We're trying to push the world back in the direction of physical rather than a life full of digital. Books are one of the most impactful examples there. I can really say that reading books is honestly the one main thing that gave me a new lease on life. It gave me hope again, you know? And just last year was the first time in a long time I'd actually finished reading a book, which is something I hadn't done for maybe over 10 years now. And in that same year, I tried my hand at reading many other books, but none of them could succeed in the task of holding my ADHD-fueled monkey brain long enough for me to finish it. That was until I stumbled upon a book in a charity shop. It was a sci-fi novel by the name of Chasm City, written by Alistair Reynolds. Now this was around the time when I was still so fearful of being bored, of sitting with my own thoughts and giving my brain a second to breathe. So yes, I read Chasm City, but I'd be lucky if I even ended up reading a couple of pages a day. And if you want the full truth and nothing but the truth, Your Honour, it took me nearly a full year to get through this book. And was it worth it? 1,000,000% yes. Indeed, it was a massive struggle and very hard to get through my first proper book, especially a sci-fi book where there are 2 separate timelines, so much going on at once, and 100 new different made up words and things to remember. Breathe. What I learned from that whole experience is that the way I can truly focus and make progress at a decent level was if I got rid of all other distractions. Sat in one spot, whether it be on a sofa downstairs or a train, I put my phone down and just read the words on the page, letting the story have my full attention, nothing else, nothing more, and cutting off every pipe that was feeding me dopamine and just becoming bored, air quotes. Well, back then I saw it as being bored, but now it's taken on a different meaning. It's more like having a moment of peace, having time to be yourself, by yourself, with nothing to pull your attention except what's right in front of you. Whether that be a story in a book or a notepad that you're releasing your thoughts into. Something real. There's a place and a time for scrolling, but there's also a place for slowing down, and it's up to you which one you will spend your time on. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to read. I've been Kolenzo. Hope you enjoyed the video. Watch this one, and yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye bye.